Greetings, my fellow gamers. I would like to introduce a new 3D over-the-shoulder game idea like that of a tower defense game. This will be a single-player tower upgrading game where the player will build onto a tower to fend off enemy airplanes. The enemy planes consist of kamikaze planes, fighter jets, and bomber blimps. Waves will get stronger with each wave consisting of more than the last one. For example, the first wave will consist of two kamikaze planes that will simply fly in and crash on the tower in hopes to completely destroy it. The second wave will have three kamikaze and one fighter jet. Fighter jets will shoot a single missile at the tower every few seconds. Bombers will drop a bomb every few seconds on or close to the tower that will deal more damage than the jet. The player must find and gather materials between waves to use for building. This will be done by leaving the tower and searching rocks, trees, and surrounding areas, as well as fallen planes. The player must also build guns on top of the tower to shoot the planes. There will be 3 types of guns and 4 available slots on top of the tower to build them. The tower will already have a manual machine gun in the center. The point of the guns is to take down as many planes as you can to keep the tower from being demolished. It is not required to take down every plane, but taking down planes will make it where the tower takes less damage. In order to obtain the materials, the player will need tools to gather them by clicking on the material. The player will most certainly need tools to build onto the tower as well as the guns. Take note that there are resources that are more dependable than others. However, these resources will be further out and harder to gather depending on the type of material. Tools have to be upgraded at least once in order for the player to be able to gather anything from a fallen plane. The rules are simple. Build onto the tower, build some guns, or die. You must be quick and decisive in locating materials and constructing them. Similar to Grub Guardian or Bloons Tower Defense, the hostile planes will come in waves with each wave being stronger than the last. Different from Grub Guardian, there is a bigger time frame between waves for the player to gather resources and get to work on the tower. There will be 40-second interval between waves for the player to find and gather materials to build onto a rundown tower to survive. After every 5 waves, the time interval will increase by 5 seconds until it reaches a maximum of 90 seconds. Being outside the tower when the wave hits is instant death. Once a wave starts, the player needs to be inside the tower where they can make use of their gathered materials to repair it from the inside, use materials to upgrade tools, or be at the top manning the guns. Once the wave ends, the player must repair the tower, upgrade the guns, or gather more materials. This decision is crucial for the gameplay because the player may think that gathering materials would be the best choice, but maybe they have a small supply of materials. The time between waves may be better spent on repairs and guns. The theme for this game idea is a survival playstyle using gathered resources and construction skills to use for defense from evil airplanes. Since our team would consist of inexperienced students, we may not have enough time to make enough waves of enemies and have to settle with a small limited number of waves. Programming the flying airplanes may be difficult and take up most of our time. Thank you all for your time and attention. I hope you enjoyed Plains Tower Defense.